Yo, what is going on, you guys? So today I'm bringing guys a brand new sports cards video. In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down what I see to be the biggest mistakes that's costing investors thousands on thousands of dollars, have personally costed me a lot of money. So I definitely want to share with you guys how to avoid these mistakes and how to really increase your profit margins in the sports card market. Now, before we get into that, I do have a big announcement for you guys. I know you guys have been requesting for such a long time now. We haven't been accepting new deluxe members, new platinum members, and new ultra high-end members for months now, and I'm excited to share with you guys that has now changed. We just opened up our deluxe membership, our platinum membership, and our ultra high-end membership to 5 new members each. So we're going to be opening those up as soon as this video goes live. So the first 5 people to sign up to each of those memberships are able to get a membership. Now, of course, we have had incredible picks in the past that have made a lot of members a lot of money. But the reason we've had to keep, the membership tight and smaller is because the more people that join the membership, the more competitive it gets to buy the cards we recommend. So we're now trying to really, limit the amount of people into our membership programs. And that's why we haven't opened it up to as many people as we would like to. But as of now, as this video is live, we're accepting 5 new deluxe members, 5 new platinum members, and 5 new ultra high-end members. So my website will be down below in the description, and if you would like to join, all you have to do is add the membership to cart and check out. But without further ado, we're gonna hop right into the video. So the first biggest mistake I see a lot of investors making right now is buying cards when a product first releases. This is the biggest no-no. If you have been in cards for more than a month, you know this. Now, of course, a lot of new products have been releasing, right? We had Optic, we had Prism not too long ago. We have Obsidian that came out recently. A lot of different basketball products are releasing right now in general, and just other sports. But the main thing is, as soon as a product releases, the numbers on the amount of cards available is extremely low because people have yet to open up the product. In the first coming weeks or in the first 6 months of a product releasing, so much product gets opened from breakers and from personal rippers that a lot of the cards start to hit the market. So there's a little bit of a delay from when the boxes release and when the cards hit the market. So at first the supply is super low, the prices are super high, and then as soon as people dump their cards onto the market, when they pull the cards, that's when prices tank. So you see, when at first LaMelo Ball's Prism just released, they were selling for close to $800 raw. And as soon as more hit the market, prices just tanked. And we see that across pretty much all, products. So as soon as a product releases, I would not be buying any cards from the product. I would give it at least 6 months at the bare minimum. So yeah, that's definitely one big mistake I see people making. And then a lot of people are making this next mistake that I know is going to surprise a lot of you guys, but that is buying and selling on eBay. eBay, I like to call Feebay because it's essentially cutting into your margin at such an extreme extent. If I am buying a card on Facebook groups, in person, on Instagram, even MySlabs, I'm pretty much going to, if I sell it for 10% more than what I bought it for, I'm likely going to net at least 8% of profit. Whereas on eBay, if you're buying a card on eBay for $100, you're paying $115 after tax and shipping. And when you sell a card for $100, you're netting, around 85. So essentially, you're losing on a lot of margin. Essentially, if you're making a 25% margin based on buying a card for 100, selling it for 125, all of a sudden you pretty much lost almost your whole margin based on shipping and taxes, and then fees, of course. So I would highly recommend not selling on eBay. I made a full video on this very recently, so if you want to check that out, you can head to my channel and check that out. But that's definitely one mistake I see a lot of people making, that I caution people. Another big thing is not posting your cards on as many sites as possible. Of course, the more people looking at your card, the more potential buyers, the more money you're going to make. The better offer you're going to get usually in the long term. So as soon as I get a card in hand, posting that I want to sell, posting it on Instagram, posting it on Facebook groups, posting it on MySlabs, and then posting it on wherever else I can, see depending on the card. So if it's a higher end card, potentially look into auction houses or, fractionalization companies. If it's a lower end card, I'm likely going to just choose a place where I can net as much as possible, such as MySlabs, Facebook groups, or Instagram. So that's kind of my process when I'm buying and selling cards. Now, another big thing is when a player has a few big games and their prices jump by 20%, not the time to be buying, because we see players get hype. It's pretty much when attention is on a player, their prices are going to be higher than usual. So you definitely don't want to be buying a player coming off of big performances. What I personally love to do is buy a player when they've struggled a little bit. When they've had a little bit of poor performances, a lot of sell-offs, their prices become lower, their expectations become lower, and then when they have a hot streak, then their prices go up and you sell. One key example has been Kawhi Leonard, that I was buying all of this offseason when no one was looking at Kawhi Leonard. And I think this coming postseason, when the Clippers stop load managing, I think, Kawhi's prices are going to do really well. So I think right now, buying when the player's market is a little bit soft, when the expectations are low, when a lot of people are selling off, and then selling when all the attention is on them. You never want to be buying players when all attention is on them, because how long can that attention last, right? If Zion has 5, 30-point games in a row and all this attention's on him, at some point that's going to fade away. Even if he keeps, putting up 30-point performances, the attention slowly drifts to another player who has big performances once you get used to Zion having 30-point performances. So that's why I truly recommend, not buying into a hype, not buying into the hype, not buying in when a player is hot. And then another big mistake is people panic selling right now. I see a lot of people panic selling, not being patient with their cards. If their player hasn't broke out in the first 3 games of the NBA season, they're trying to sell off. I truly believe that patience is the number one key to make money in not just this market, but all markets. A lot of the times people are selling off too early, selling off for, poor prices. And I think a lot of that can be easily avoided if you just take a longer term perspective. I'm personally one who likes to do more short-term investments, but at times I really have to remind myself to have more of a longer-term perspective, because a lot of the times it's just a matter of time before your player has a breakout performance, and we're seeing the market extremely volatile right now. For example, Lauri Markkanen or some other players who have had really hot starts to the season, their prices can be up as much as 50% from a few good games. We're pretty much, as I'm recording this, we're 4 games into the season. So I truly recommend, if you're buying cards, to be a little bit more patient than usual, because your player's time will come. I know a lot of people are selling off, for example, Jalen Hurts in the beginning of the NFL season. There's a lot of opportunity, but you have to be patient and understand, the long game, because the NBA season is a long season. So if Trae Young, for example, hasn't had, his big 30, 40-point games yet, maybe hold off, wait till he does, and then it could be a good time to sell. So yeah, I highly recommend against panic selling. But overall, in general, I definitely recommend, when a season is hot, for example, when the basketball season's on right now, there's a lot of people buying, selling, trading, taking your profits when you see your profits. I know that could be a little bit counterintuitive to my last point, but I believe they're 2 separate points. I'm saying when a player's hot, to always offload, to always sell. And of course, when a player's soft, when you're in a soft market, I definitely think if you stay patient with that, when your player is in the spotlight, prices are going to go up. I think it's truly a supply and demand game at the end of the day. And the more demand there is, the better prices are going to do. So I truly hope you guys did enjoy this video. Once again, the memberships are open, so if you would like to join in, the link is down below. I really hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'm out. Peace.